again, so the job is very likable, and the retainage should be fine on that. Real quick thing, we may look to implement a blanket policy where we could actually get the lowest rates for our contractors, which may or may not be owners themselves. We may, cut that off at some shape, some point. But anyway, that's just an idea. Our structural, okay. An additional selling factor, which I may have briefly touched on, is that we do have a 10% off competitor pricing. So of same value and quality products, which there are little to zero out there. And the ones that are, we will gladly drop that 10% because our margins are there. So we have the ability to be the lowest once we're in the home. Now, okay, so I want to go over, this is the average sale. So here are the numbers for what we're looking at, and the profit margin per sale is extensive because of the overhead, as long as we're keeping at market pricing, which we will. So where's the damn marker? There it is. So now this is based on leaf filter pricing, which again, we have a better quality, value, warranties, all that. This was based on roughly 30 to 40 sales. This number right here. $28.60 was the average sale that each homeowner paid. These sales were all over the country because when I was working with them, I had installers sending me their invoices from all over the country. $715 was the average, or I'm sorry. Now this is not leaf. This is the only average for leaf filter. Basically, this is 25% because we pay our guys 25%. I believe leaf filter pays pays 15%. Let me start this again. Okay, so this is the average sale based on about 30 to 40 different sales with leaf filter, which I accommodated through my installers that were all over the nation. So these jobs are all over the board, all over the country. $28.60. Our sales staff is going to make 25%. Now there is some possible consideration if you want to, let's say you are going to take a position and you want to oversee the sales division as the partner. There's potential that you could drop this to 20 or even match leaf filter with 15 and throw in bonuses. There's margin to work with, but I want it to be higher than leaf filter, which we are in every level. So all these numbers are not set in stone, but even at the high payout, there's still a tremendous amount of money left over. 25%, $715 is what the salesman gets. The installer, $2 a foot he's getting paid. Materials are average $3 a foot because that number changes because we don't directly purchase from Gutter Glove. We get it through a distributor. So we're paying actually more than we should, to where it will be no matter of time to where we just purchase directly from Gutter Glove and drop this number a lot. But what's $3 a foot if we're charging 22? Okay, backing up here. 130 foot is the average amount of footage sold at $22 a foot. And take this out, because that's not, anyway, $3. $130, I'm sorry, pardon me. So $130 a foot is the average sold, $22 per foot. Sales ranging from 18 to 38. So $3 a foot, whatever, even if we got it for 4 or 2 or whatever, it's not a huge factor, but it all helps. Anyway, our cost, now this is the bottom line cost of the numbers that we have locked in tentatively. I've done the crunching and I've done the competition. I feel that this is a good spot to be, 25%, because it's more than leaf filter, and we have an easier product to install. So $2 a foot to the installation. Nonetheless, these numbers are kind of locked in, but there's room for anything to change. $13.87 is the cost factor. Our profit is $14.73 on every sale. Now, for instance, leaf filter is our number one competitor. So I'm doing all this according to them. Now, can we match their relentless advertising and marketing costs? Very likely. 14.27.